A special exhibit highlighting Women Writers of Indianapolis continues here at Central Library throughout the rest of the year. It's got a catchy title. It's entitled Published, She Wrote, and you can find it here in the Nina Mason Pulliam Indianapolis Special Collections Room on the 6th floor. A local author whose works are the most recent additions to this exhibit is Jamie Carie. Her most recent work is entitled The Snowflake. And Jamie, thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Well, tell us a little bit about your writing and how you would describe yourself as an author.
I write historical romance, inspirational, and I've always been a great history lover from the time I was probably in 3rd grade. So I think that's what kind of first sparked my interest in this kind of genre. And then when I was 14, I discovered romance novels.
Wow.
And I loved love stories, so I kind of put the two together, and that's been my niche.
Born and raised here in the Indianapolis area?
Vincennes, Indiana.
Vincennes.
Born and raised there, and I moved here I think when I was 21.
You know, it's always fascinating to hear authors talk about how they actually got into the writing business. And it seems like in most cases, it's just a matter of the passion taking over, and it plays out, and suddenly before you know it, you're a published author. Is that how it worked for you?
It was a long process for me, and it took a lot of persistence, I would say, but definitely the passion. I couldn't stop writing. I just enjoyed it so much. It was what I loved doing. But it took about 8 years to break in after I wrote Snow Angel, my first book. So I had to learn the industry and agents and editors and how to navigate query letters and rejection letters. I had lots of those. So it was a long process, but it eventually paid off, and I got the call.
I would say so. 6 published works, not to mention that you are now part of the Indianapolis Special Collections Room exhibit, Women Writers of Indianapolis. Talk about Snow Angel. You mentioned that was your first book. That was an award-winning book in and of itself, correct?
Yes, it was nominated for a Rita, which is kind of the Oscars of the romance novel world, and I was blown away by that. And it won a couple of other smaller awards. But it took me about 2 years to write it. I kind of cut my teeth on it and learned how to write a novel. I belonged to a writers group from IUPUI that just coached me and helped me, because in college I majored in business and I really didn't know what I was doing. So it took about 2 years to write, and then I thought, well, I'm just gonna go out there and get it published, having no idea the long road ahead.
But that was in what, 2007?
Yeah, 2007.
And you've written 5 books since then. So once you got traction, it has really been successful for you.
Thank you.
What about your most recent work, The Snowflake?
The Snowflake actually started out as a short story. When I was doing my research for Snow Angel, it's set in Alaska during the Gold Rush era. So I had been reading a lot of Jack London's work and really enjoyed the kind of short story format. So I gave it a try, and it's a little more literary. I think it's one of my more elegant pieces of work, I would say. And my publishing house asked if I would write a Christmas novella. So I kind of dug it out of the files on the computer and looked at it and thought, you know, I think I can turn this into a novella. So
fascinating. Now, are your main protagonists always females who are faced with some kind of a conflict or a big decision in their life, or is it mystery oriented? Or
some of that, some mystery. I would say that Angel's Den is a little bit like the movie Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts.
Oh, wow.
It has a little more suspense. And this book, Wind Dancer, is set in Vincennes, Indiana area during the American Revolutionary War. Has a feel of the Last of the Mohicans. It's got a lot of danger and adventure in it. So some of my books are more classic romance novel, just the heroine and the hero coming together, and their story of how they fall in love is basically the spine of it.
What does it mean to you as an author to be part of a collection and an exhibit like this here at the Indianapolis Public Library?
I am just blown away and so grateful. It's incredible. I can't hardly wrap my mind around it as I look around this beautiful room. I'm just really thankful.
Well, good. But this isn't the end of your works. I understand you have another book soon to be published. What about that?
I have a pirate book coming out in September. It's called Pirate of My Heart. It's a very classic romance novel, lots of sparks flying between the two characters, a lot of fun.
Coming out in September of this year, okay. Jamie Carie, one of the Women Writers of Indianapolis, featured here in the Indianapolis Special Collections Room. Do you have a website and other information in case people want to learn more about you and your works?
Yes, www.jamiecarie.com, C-A-R-I-E, and I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I have a blog, lots of new book trailers and information you can find on my blog.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us here at the Central Library. And again, this exhibit, Women Writers of Indianapolis, will continue through the end of the year. And for more information on any of Jamie's books in our collection or the exhibit itself, visit our website at www.imcpl.org.